What you man saying though? Anyway, fam? It's been a minute still.
In a minute.
Quarantining, fam. That's all, innit?
Yeah, wow.
I hear that still.
You seen the riots, fam?
I haven't seen the riots, fam. It's mad. There's uprising everywhere, innit?
Yeah.
Do you think this is just the beginning?
It seems like it's cooling down though now.
The beginning of what?
Nah, people are still rioting. Well, not rioting, but there's more protests.
Yeah,
And
there's like a protest happening in Manchester in a couple of days still, and one in Birmingham, innit?
Are you going to the one in Birmingham, Simba?
It's on the day when I'm working. I don't think I'll have the time to go because the night before I'll be working in it, so I'll be asleep, fam. But one girl that I know sent me a message earlier saying that are you coming? Can you attend it, innit? So you know what I'm saying?
it's more important your work or your freedom, isn't
Come on, dude. You can't put man against the wall like that, you know.
Yeah. So what, you gonna go?
It's a tough time still. It's a tough time.
I think they've got one in Nuts next sometime this week. I might check it out still if I'm about. I'll shut Zooks instead, isn't it?
You making the banner?
Yeah, I might show up in it and see what it says.
You making a banner, bless?
Huh?
You making a banner, yeah?
So I might have to still. I have to write it. So. Fuck the system. Stop killing them on the minute.
No mayonnaise, no justice, innit?
Nah, for mayonnaise. I could survive without mayonnaise. If they got barbecue sauce, I'm calm, you know. Like, don't get it twisted, fam. Like, if they got barbecue sauce, I'm blessed, fam. It doesn't have to be mayonnaise, you know. If they got barbecue sauce as well, yeah. I feel like
I know that's not life, fam.
I feel like I can see.
Yeah. We try and use it and just throw it away from him. It's like, I can't. It's not the same.
I can do it. I can do it with that thingy. Nah, but it's looking hella peaks going on us, man.
On a serious note, yeah, nah, it is looking peak. Like even in Paris now, people was like it started out to be like a peaceful protest there, and now people are literally burning police cars. But you know the thing is in Paris, yeah, the black people down there get treated like shit, you know, like very bad, like it's very bad.
Minorities as a whole get treated like shit there.
Huh?
So minorities as a whole get treated like shit there.
I know, but I'm talking about Paris and like specifically, like down there, like they get treated like there's levels.
Now everywhere, everywhere, Simpson, everywhere, fam.
Everywhere there's an issue everywhere in it. But I'm just saying that that place specifically, like they get Donald to get it's mad. Like even in Brazil as well.
Yeah, no, fam. I feel like the worst. One of the worst is in India. You know, in India it's bad, fam. Like I watched this documentary. In India is bad, fam.
Or being black in India.
Yeah, fam. Because it's just Africans like that were brought in like to slavery in Africa, innit? No, like these people from Africa, innit? Like slavery times, innit? Mm-hmm. But they escaped, innit? And they're living in the forest and stuff. They're living in forests and stuff, innit? Mm. And then from then on, they've evolved, but they still lived in the forest and stuff, still lived in like, you know, and they had their own villages and stuff. But what it is like these people are stealing their land, even though the government has approved them, innit? It's approved they gave them land, like stairs and stuff, innit? These people, like they come in and still take their land. And from they're cursed, you know, they say like these people are cursed. And some of them...
Who says that?
Like people there, like the Hindu and like some of these religions, they say like these people are cursed. So like what they do is they say if they're working in a house, they say that like, you know, like someone gets like them to work in a house, they're not allowed to eat in like in the same, like they're not allowed to live in the yard. They're not allowed to like eat the same food that in the same place that the people eat in. They have to eat in banana leaves, fam, and burn the stuff that they used to eat after that. Because they believe that these people are cursed and they bring like bad luck, fam. It's bad, you know. It's bad, fam.
There's some people that live some extreme lives. Like talking about islands, yeah. Have you ever heard about this island called North Sentinel Island on the coast of India? I think it's on the coast of India, or some place in Asia, like on the coast of Asia, somewhere in Asia. But anyway, there's like a tribe that's there. It's been there for like centuries, and they're known for basically like killing anybody that tries to like step on the island. Let's say if you're like on a boat and you're like a mile I mean, a mile away. Let's say about you're like 400 yards away from the island, yeah. Like they're known for killing specifically white people, innit? Like on this island. And there was a guy that went there the other day. This guy, he was supposed to be like a mercenary guy, innit? A missionary, sorry. That went there, and like he went there to go and spread the word of like Jesus, and he actually made it to the shore of the island, innit? Fam, as soon as the guy stepped off the boat, yeah, apparently he was like singing and that. But basically there were some guys that he paid to use a boat to get him there, innit? Pay some guys, and the guys goes, look, like we will get you to a certain place, to a certain point, yeah. But when you get to like this point, you're on your own, innit? So they're like, oh, all right. He was like, all right, cool. So they brought a boat for when he gets to that certain point, in it. The guy got into the boat, canoed there, innit? When he got to that certain point, fam, as soon as he stepped off that boat, yeah, started singing, fam, they arrowed him. Like bare arrows, fam. Because these people are like the people that haven't really modernized like their culture, innit? So they use bow and arrows and that, innit?
Why would you go to an island with your religious beliefs to impose onto someone else?
Colonizer, fam.
That's what these people do, though. That's what they
Colonizer.
Like, you know, this brought up this question while I was having with my like went to my cousin's yard and we were having this conversation. We're like, yo, actually it was in Zim, actually. When I went in Zim, I was not my cousin, it was in Zim. And we had this conversation, like, because obviously everyone is Christian and stuff. And then we got to the conversation where we were saying, like, imagine if, like, people, like, if, like, Europeans did not come to, like, Africa and stuff back in those days, innit, and told, and, like, and enforced, like, you know, Christianity to us and stuff, right? What would we believe? What would we be living in right now? It wouldn't be, like, Christianity. It wouldn't be probably believing in Jesus. We'll be probably believing in our ancestors, fam. That's the truth.
Yeah.
We'll be in our ancestors, fam. It won't be Christianity. It won't be anything else.
I think if you look at like Prince was telling me, if you look at some of the ornaments and some of the relics that are from Africa, you can see some of the religious beliefs and what they believed in, and you know what they stood for back then, before all these books and stories were imposed on the people that were there. But,
trust me, like
Go on.
I'm saying the prayer will be different. Instead of saying Jesus, we'll be praying to our ancestors to guide us the way from.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We'll be doing that sort of stuff, like, for them.
And they would have their own stories, stories of
you know what's
as well.
You know what's always got to me in it, like in South Africa, like the people there, the Europeans that are there, like they're like are a minority, like they're a very, very small group of people in it, but like they control the whole economy, fam. And the crazy thing about South Africa in it, like I think like it's over 70% of people that are in South Africa live in townships, fam. You know what? You man know what townships are, innit?
Yeah.
Fam, it's worse than slums, fam.
No, but the crazy thing is like understanding how these people rule most of the country and they're such a minority, yet when all that stuff happened, when they were killing and fighting each other, like how does that happen? Like what kind of brainwashing or changing or manipulation is used to do that? Like it's crazy. Like how instead of fighting the powers that be, we're fighting each other to fight over what is left, the little that we have.
I think sometimes that comes from like outside forces, because there's like a saying like keep your friends close but your enemies closer, in it, because sometimes your enemy knows you more than you know yourself. You know what I'm saying? So you might underestimate the person who's supposed to be your enemy, but they actually know you more than you know yourself. So they can use certain things against you, innit? Like to turn you against each other.
But you know what baffles me, yeah? Africa in general, yeah, it's not, but it's actually a wavy place, Like is, like I know obviously it's portrayed as it's a bad place, and if you look at the media and like what like the people in the past decades what they've been saying, like the media's like, yo, people are starving, which is a small fraction of it. Like even if in UK people are still starving, in America people are still budding it, like the slums and stuff, and like, you know, people really struggle. But, you know, I feel like people in Europe and stuff, yeah, if you go back and you save up and you can probably buy land, and you can probably, with the amount of money you buy a house here for like 100 and something K, if it go off, you can really live large, you know.
Yeah.
You can buy a house with so much land, fam. You can actually live a good life.
It's a beautiful place. It always will be a beautiful place, but like just the outside influence is what ruins things, isn't it? Like, and on top of that, like Chid was just saying, like even when the outside influence is not there, like they don't even need to be there for us to be like fighting over petty things. You get me? Which kind of stops our progress, isn't it?
But, you know, I have to give it smart to these people. Do you know what they did, yeah? What they did, they made Af look so bad that people wouldn't go back even after slavery, fam. That's where they kind of did their magic, bro. They made Af look that bad that people would never even consider it. They would think it's a poor place, and you wouldn't want to go to a poor place. You don't go to a place that you think that is struggling. They marketed it that bad that everybody thought that Af was bad. Even some people were like to a point where they were that, you know, they didn't want to say they were from Af because it's associated with like, you know, poor, like hunger and stuff in it. And bro, for them to do that, that's changed everything, you know.
Yeah, but I feel like they've even, it's deeper than that. Like they destructured the whole thing. Like supposedly, I was even talking again and he was saying that, you know, technology wise and civilization wise, when they came, Africa was so far ahead. Like even if you look at some of the buildings and how they were building with material that can be reused and all sorts. And some of there was universities, surgeons, you know, teachings, all these different things, and they just tore it all down, took all the knowledge, and stripped it all the way back. You know, separated the countries, changed the languages, everything. And, you know, even to this day, like it lacks structure. For example, that's why, you know, now it's calm to go back, but there's no stability, and like if, you know, something doesn't work out, you know, there's no like
safety net.
Mortgages have only started, you know, being introduced in Niger. All sorts. Well, there's mortgages, but like, you know, proper people using mortgages, you know, everything's cash built. There's no credit system. There's no, everything.
The system's very fragile in Africa, man.
Yeah,
it's a fragile system.
For example, like we're looking at for example, the billionaires, isn't it? Bless, when we're talking about how many billionaires there were in Af, and you know there was so many more in like 2014. So what has changed since then? They've just ruined all the currencies. Like for example, Dangote was just like, he was like 5th richest or top 10 richest in the world. Messed up the current currency, and now, you know, he's gone from like 25 billion to like 10 in 6 years.
Well, he's gone from 25 billion to 10 billion.
10 billion in 6 years due to currency.
Wow.
You know what I mean? It's crazy. It's crazy what.
But you see, that's the thing though, like even with stuff like that, like the economy, how the economy even works, how fragile the system is, like there has to be like a puppet master, there has to be like strings being pulled for that to happen from. You know what I'm saying? And it always comes down to outside forces at the end of the day.
We're sorry, the number you have dialed is not in service at this time.